Although nuclear power plants may be very expensive, it's very cost efficient and runs over a long operational life. It's one of the most cost effective and low carbon technologies and also has one of the smallest carbon footprints in any energy source.
So if a nuclear power plant had a life expectancy, the fuel meltdown might be expected 1 in 20,000 times, and in 2 of those 3 meltdowns, there would be no deaths. But in 2 out of 4 meltdowns, there would be over 1,000 deaths, and this can cause cancer rates to rise by 20%.
So with nuclear power, there is always nuclear waste, and that nuclear waste is very highly radioactive. So what the government does to get rid of this highly radioactive material is they place the nuclear waste in large canisters that are very thick, and they bury them deep underground so they won't affect anybody. Now, there's always a possibility that this nuclear waste might leak out and then affect the soil surrounding it, affect the water sources, so this may impact us because then our food may be diluted with radioactive material, our water sources may be diluted with that as well, and it also causes future generational problems for the future generations.
How do you think nuclear waste is disposed of?
I'll let you take that one.
The primary problem with nuclear power is that the fuel source is uranium. Uranium is mined. It's a substance that has a half-life of 10,000 years. So you have to put once the uranium rod is completely used, it's still radioactive for another 10,000 years. So in human geological time, no one can really conceive of what 10,000 years is. We have no way of knowing what's going to happen in 10,000 years, as we only can date things back to 4,000 years ago. So 10,000 years is an extremely long period of time. So right now how we're doing is that we're encasing spent nuclear rods in cement caskets, and we're putting a type of kitty litter in there to absorb any of the radiation that might be ongoing. We have a mountain called Yucca Mountain that was developed, planned 20 years ago. It was supposed to be completed in 1998. It was funded to the tune of about $30 billion, and the government decided, or I don't know what happened, but it's no longer even in the works. It's not being completed, and I don't know whatever happened to that. I haven't kept up on that. Mm-hmm. So it is a problem. Storage is definitely a problem, and we're not working on trying to figure out how to store it. Mm-hmm. For full disclosure, I was a weapons officer on a ship that had nuclear capability, so I had to go through a lot of training and understand some of the risks and limitations of nuclear weapons, so I know a lot of that stuff because of that.
Hi Margot, my name is Jacqueline Murray. This is Margot Midas interviewing about nuclear waste. So I'm sure you've heard of nuclear power plants, right?
Sure.
What are your thoughts on that? Do you have any stereotypes?
No, I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
anything about them.
So maybe out of 100 nuclear power plants, how often do you think a nuclear disaster happens?
Like percentage?
Sure.
10%.
Okay. And how do you think nuclear waste is disposed of?
Probably in a good way. Good enough way. The best way possible.
So the benefit of a nuclear power plant is inexpensive energy, but it poses a lot of dangers and risks if something went wrong. Do you think that maybe we should or should not have nuclear power plants?
No, because it seems like it's helping more people than it's hurting. It's probably helping the people who live near the nuclear power plants, right? I mean, I don't know, like, I'm sure that they are having some inexpensive energy and maybe some money from the government for living.
Your opinion and thoughts are extremely valued. Thank you.